Welcome to today's deep dive,
Okay.
where we're going to tackle the question,
Okay.
grifter or gifted,
Mhm.
and today's subject is
Right.
Austin
Yes.
Chumlee.
Muscle.
Chumlee, from the History Channel's long-running reality show Pawn Stars.
Yes.
Most folks
Yeah.
probably recognize him as that kind of,
Right.
laid-back, funny guy on the show.
Yep.
But we're going to look a little deeper.
Okay.
Is he really a sharp businessman?
Mm-hmm.
Or is he just coasting on that reality TV fame?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always so hard to tell
Right.
with reality TV
Yeah.
what's real and what's just,
For the cameras.
yeah, for the cameras.
Mm-hmm.
And you see him there,
Right.
always the butt of Rick's jokes.
Yeah, he's always getting,
I have a...
the lovable goofball.
Right.
Yeah.
But he was working at the pawn shop
It's true.
for 5 years.
Yeah.
Before Pawn Stars even premiered. That's a good point.
So it's not like he was just
Yeah.
brought in as some kind of random
Yeah,
ton
entertainer.
of value.
He was already part of the crew,
Right.
and he's got this long history
Yeah.
with the Harrisons.
Mhm.
I mean, going back to his childhood,
Yeah.
he and Corey Harrison have been friends.
Yeah, they're childhood friends.
Since they were kids.
And that really adds a whole other dimension
Was.
to their dynamic on screen.
Definitely.
You can see that history and
Yeah.
that connection there.
Right.
And then,
Yeah.
the show explodes in 2009,
Yeah.
becomes this huge hit.
Mm-hmm.
And all of a
Just
sudden,
Chumlee is a star.
this breakout star.
The unlikely
Yeah.
breakout star.
Right.
And it's interesting how the fame
Yeah.
plays into his persona
Mm,
because he is portrayed as this
right.
bumbling kind of,
Yeah.
goofball. Some sources even call him the village idiot.
Yeah, it's a little
A little harsh.
harsh.
Maybe.
But even Rick Harrison,
Yeah.
in his book, License to Pawn,
Okay.
talks about how people underestimate
Yeah,
Chumlee.
they do.
And I think that's
I think that's key.
Yeah.
Because when you look closer,
right.
there's definitely more to him
Yeah.
than just the comedic role.
Yeah.
I remember that episode,
Well,
Pinball Wizards.
Oh, yeah, where he
Yeah.
does everything about pinball.
Totally schools everyone on pinball.
Yeah, and Corey's like,
Yeah, even Corey is surprised.
I had no idea.
Yeah.
Like,
He's actually got this deep knowledge.
Yeah.
And he's got that
yeah,
for sneakers
Yep.
and video games. So,
right. It makes you think
right.
maybe he's not
Maybe there's something
just there for the laughs.
more there
Mhm.
than just the goofs.
Yeah.
There's some real passion and knowledge there.
Right. And
Yeah.
then there's the fact that he
Yeah.
starts his own business,
Mm-hmm.
Selling novelty items.
Yeah.
Which is pretty smart.
Right. He's leveraging.
Yeah, he's capitalizing.
Get that fame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I thought it was interesting.
Yeah.
He sells half of his company to Rick
Right.
back in 2010
Yeah.
for $155,000.
That's a lot of money.
So is that Chumlee just
Yeah.
cashing out?
Yeah.
Or is it Rick seeing
Or is Rick being like, I got to get in on this?
there's something here.
Yeah.
I need to control this.
Yeah. There's more to this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It definitely shows
Yeah.
that their business relationship is
More complicated.
more complicated
Yeah.
than you see on the show.
Absolutely.
And Chumlee's merchandise
Was
was
real
popular.
That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
some sources say
Some sources say he outsold
he outsold all the other
cast members.
if I came to merchandise on their merch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
So there's clearly something there.
Right.
It makes you wonder how much of this is like
Yeah.
the real Austin Russell
The real guy
and how much is
versus the character,
yeah,
the Chumlee character.
Chumlee persona.
Hmm.
But we can't ignore
We can't ignore
this big thing that happened.
elephant in the room.
Right. In 2016,
Yeah.
he gets arrested
Right.
on these felony weapons
Felony weapon and drug charges.
and drug charges.
Yeah.
I mean, that really puts a damper
Yeah.
on that lovable
Or kind of.
goofball image.
Yeah. Tarnish that. a little bit.
Right.
Yeah. What happened was
Yeah.
the police raided his house,
Right.
found meth, marijuana, and a gun.
Right. It was big news.
Pretty serious stuff. Yeah. It was all over the news.
But it's important to note that
It is important to note.
while there was a sexual assault
Yeah, there was an initial
Yeah.
sexual assault allegation.
in the initial investigation,
As part of the investigation,
those charges were never filed.
those charges were never filed.
Right.
Yeah.
So he takes a plea deal
Takes a plea deal
to avoid jail time,
to avoid jail time,
ends up on probation
gets probation,
and in counseling.
and counseling.
So how do we square that?
Yeah, how do we reconcile that?
Yeah, reconcile that with
Yeah.
this
But Chumlee, we thought we knew.
harmless Chumlee.
Yeah.
Is there a dark side?
Right? Is there this whole other side to
I
him?
didn't see.
Yeah.
Or was it
Or is this just
the fame and fortune?
yeah, fame and fortune
Going to his head.
going to his head?
And he made some bad choices.
Yeah, maybe the pressure
Yeah.
got to him.
Yeah. Or maybe it's a little of both.
Maybe it's a bit of both.
Yeah.
It's hard to say.
Right.
I mean, did this really change him fundamentally?
Right.
Or was it just a blip on the radar?
It's really tough to say.
It's really hard to know.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you're looking at somebody's public persona like that, it's so hard to tell what's really going on underneath.
Right.
But I guess that's what we're trying to figure out.
That's our job today.
Yeah.
With this deep dive.
Yeah.
Did it change the course of his life?
Yeah.
Or was it just a bump in the road?
A bump in the road.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, I think to really understand that,
Yeah.
we have to look at
Right.
what happened after the arrest.
Yeah.
And it seems like he made a real effort to
Sure.
turn his life around.
It was like a complete 180.
Yeah. He really focused on his health.
Yeah.
Lost a bunch of weight.
Yeah. I mean, he had that gastric sleeve surgery.
Yeah.
And he looks
Yeah, he looks great.
totally different.
Yeah, like a whole new person.
Right.
And
Yeah.
I think, obviously it's a physical transformation, but it could also be symbolic of,
Deeper change.
deeper change, like taking control of his life,
Right.
making healthier choices.
Yeah.
You know?
And then he opens his own candy shop.
That's right.
Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard.
Chumlee's Candy on the Boulevard.
Right across from the pawn shop.
Yeah.
That's a kind of an interesting choice.
Yeah. I mean, candy and pawn shops.
Yeah. They both kind of have that.
They both have this element of like fun and nostalgia.
Indulgence.
Yeah.
Maybe it was his way to like.
Right. Like stay connected. The place that made him famous.
Right.
But also kind of branch out.
Yeah. Do something.
Yeah.
And the candy shop's doing really well.
It is doing well.
Yeah.
Yeah. All the reviews.
People love it.
Yeah. People love it.
They go and they hope to see Chumlee.
Yeah. Hoping to see Chumlee.
That's star power.
He still has it. He's still there.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And of course, he's still on Pawn Stars.
Right.
He's also in the spinoff.
Yeah. Pawn Stars to America.
Yeah.
So there's an audience for Chumlee.
Right.
Yeah.
People want to see him.
They want to see him.
They want to see what he's doing.
Yeah. So it makes you wonder,
Yeah.
why is he still so popular?
Right. Why do people
love Chumlee?
love Chumlee?
Yeah.
Is it that
Even after everything.
same lovable goofball persona?
Yeah.
Or are people rooting for him now
Yeah, maybe they're rooting for him.
after everything?
After all the stuff he went through.
Right.
Yeah, like he's kind of this
Yeah.
underdog who's trying to redeem himself.
Yeah.
He's
not your typical
not your typical
polished
like reality TV
TV star.
Right, he's more
relatable.
real
Man.
human,
Yeah.
and he's active on social media,
Yeah.
like really connecting with fans.
Yeah. Connecting with fans.
Did you know he's a big
I did not know
the
that.
Pokemon card collector?
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. That's pretty far
Yeah.
removed from the pawn shop.
Yeah.
But,
But it shows
it shows a different side to him.
yeah,
You know?
a real passion.
Yeah. A genuine passion.
That's not just, you
Yeah.
know, his Pawn Stars persona.
Not just for TV.
Right.
Yeah.
So is this the real Chumlee?
Yeah. Is this
The guy who's learned from his mistakes,
Yeah.
trying to live a better life,
Yeah.
but still that same quirky dude?
Still that same
Yeah.
quirky Chumlee.
We met all those years ago.
Yeah.
It's hard to know.
It's hard to say.
Yeah, it's a
We've got all these pieces of his life.
we got this big puzzle.
Yeah, we got this big puzzle.
Oh,
Early
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Rise to fame.
Business ventures,
Yeah, the legal
the
troubles.
transformation,
Yeah, the transformation.
trying to figure out
Yeah, trying to figure out
how it all fits together.
how it all fits together.
And I think it's
Yeah.
up to each of us to decide.
I think it is.
Yeah? Grifter or gifted?
Grifter or gifted.
Yeah, it's up to you.
Is he a shrewd businessman
Yeah.
who's really good at playing the reality TV game?
No.
Or is he just
Or is he a genuine guy with a good heart
right?
who just happens to
Yeah.
be on
like,
TV?
Be on TV.
Or maybe
it's
a little of both.
a little bit of both.
Yeah, I think
I think that's often the case with these
right.
larger than life figures.
Yeah, larger than life figures.
Yeah.
That line between reality and
Yeah.
you know,
The persona.
the persona they project
gets blurry.
gets really blurry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what we see.
And we're only getting,
Yeah.
you know,
A glimpse.
a little glimpse into
Yeah.
their lives, you know.
Yeah. So it really is
Yeah.
a fascinating puzzle that doesn't really have
Yeah, you don't always
an easy answer.
get a clear answer. Yeah.
Yeah.
But what do you think
What do I think?
about, you know,
About Chumlee.
Chumlee these days.
Yeah, Chumlee these days.
I mean, has he really changed?
Well...
Or is it business as usual?
He's definitely back in the public eye.
He is.
He's all over social media,
Yeah.
engaging with fans.
Yeah.
Showing off his collectibles.
Oh, great outfits.
Yeah, rocking some stylish outfits.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, and it's like a total shift.
Yeah, it's a big change from, you know.
From how he kind of like
yeah.
retreated.
Yeah, he like went dark.
Yeah, he went dark.
After the arrest.
The arrest.
Yeah.
So he's back in the spotlight.
He is back.
But is it on his terms?
But is it on his terms?
Is he controlling the narrative now?
Yeah. Is he?
Or is he still playing?
Or is he still playing that character?
The character.
That made him famous.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
I think that's where we need to dig a little deeper.
Yeah.
Look beyond the surface.
Right.
I mean, yeah, he's back on TV.
Mm-hmm.
He's got the candy shop.
Right.
He's all over social media.
Right.
But what's the motivation?
Right. Is it really him?
Yeah. Is it genuine?
Right.
Does he really want to connect with people? Or is this just...
Is it a strategy?
Yeah. Is this a calculated strategy to rehab his image after the arrest?
I mean, it's tough to say.
It is tough to say.
We can analyze it.
Yeah, we can speculate.
Speculate all we want.
It only Chumlee knows.
Yeah.
Really knows what's going on in his head.
But here's something kind of interesting.
Yeah.
He mentioned in some recent posts that he was working at another pawn shop.
Another pawn shop. Interesting.
Just for a day.
Okay.
Surrounded by Pokemon cards.
Wow.
And he was doing these like card rips online.
Interesting.
So it's like he has all this fame and fortune.
The fame.
Right. He's got his candy empire. The money.
And he's still drawn to pawn shops and...
He's still drawn to...
Yeah, and collectibles.
Pawn shops and collectibles.
Like maybe...
It makes you wonder.
Yeah.
Underneath it all,
there's
this part of him that just loves
it.
That stuff.
Yeah, the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah, the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
The camaraderie.
You know? Maybe he just loves...
Maybe he just
genuinely
loves.
Likes that stuff.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a good reminder.
Yeah, I think it's a good reminder that even in this world of reality TV and, you know...
Carefully crafted personas.
You can still...
Real passion can still come through.
Genuine passion.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that's a good takeaway for our listeners today.
Yeah.
As you continue your own deep dive into Chumlee, you know?
Look for those moments. Yeah, those glimpses.
Of authenticity, those glimpses behind the curtain.
Right.
You know?
Because that's where
we
might see the real
Russell,
the man behind the myth.
Right.
Yeah.
So what are your final thoughts?
My final thoughts?
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's clear.
Yeah.
Chumlee is a complex figure.
He is.
With a fascinating story.
It is fascinating.
Yeah.
On one hand,
he's built this really successful career and brand, leveraging that reality TV fame to launch businesses, connect with fans.
Yeah.
On the other hand, he's made some serious mistakes.
He has.
That have really tarnished his reputation.
Yeah. And I think it's up to each of us.
I think it is up to each of us to decide
how much weight
to
give to those different parts. Yeah. Of his story. Yeah.
Do we focus on the good?
Yeah.
Or do we focus on the bad?
Do we let the bad outweigh the good?
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
There's no easy answer. No right or wrong answer.
Yeah. I think it's important.
To
look at all of it.
To consider all of it before we make a judgment.
Right. Yeah. It really is a fascinating case study.
Yeah.
You know, because in a way, Chumlee is kind of like...
He's kind of the perfect example of this whole...
Grifter or gifted question. Was he playing us all? Or is he a secret genius?
Yeah, the secret genius.
With all this goofy charm.
That goofy charm.
I mean, it is tempting to write him off as
Yeah.
just a reality TV guy.
Yeah, just a reality TV guy.
But you look at his businesses.
When you look at his
Yeah.
business ventures
Yeah, the stuff he knows about.
and the stuff he knows,
There's something there.
there's more there than meets the eye.
Yeah. You know, is he a really good businessman
Right.
who's figured out
Yeah.
how to work the system,
How to play the game.
the fame?
Yeah, the fame game.
Or was he always smart
Yeah.
and just
And just ended up
swept up?
on reality TV.
Yeah, in the reality TV world.
Yeah. I think that's what makes this question
Yeah,
so interesting.
Grifter or gifted?
Yeah, it really makes you think about
Hmm.
how we view success and fame.
Yeah.
And even redemption.
Right. It's so easy to...
Yeah, it's easy to get caught up.
Yeah, to just look at the surface.
Yeah, the surface level.
And make judgments.
Yeah.
Yeah, based on just like
a
few things.
A few little things, you know.
But like we've seen...
But with Chumlee, there's a whole other story there.
A whole other story.
Yeah.
A lot more going on.
And I think that's something...
And that's something to keep in mind.
To really think about.
Yeah, not just with Chumlee.
Yeah.
With anybody in the public eye.
That we see.
Yeah.
We should always...
Always question.
Yeah.
Those assumptions.
Deeper.
Dig a little deeper. Try to get the full picture.
The full picture.
Yeah.
Right? So maybe you're going about your day.
Yeah, you see a headline.
You see Chumlee.
About Chumlee.
We're on a rerun of Pawn Stars.
Yeah.
Remember
this deep dive.
This deep dive.
And don't just accept.
Yeah. Don't just take
what you see on the surface.
Just see a space value.
Yeah.
Think about...
Ask yourself.
Yeah, what's the motivation here?
Yeah, what's really going on?
That's the real story.
Yeah.
You know?
Is Chumlee really gifted?
Is he
actually a really smart guy who just happens to...
Just happens to love
candy.
Candy and Pokemon cards.
And Pokemon cards. Or is he a bit of a grifter?
Or is he playing the game?
A little bit?
Yeah, using that fame to his advantage.
To his advantage.
We've given you the information.
Yeah, we've laid it all out.
You decide.
Yeah.
Grifter or gifted.
Grifter or gifted.
The verdict is yours.
It's up to you.